welcome to the channel for new battle report. This is the last game of the Bavarian Team Championship. Basically, after round 4, we are paired against our friends from the other Swiss team. And we know that the one who will be winning from this match is going to be on the podium, and the other one could end up away from the podium. So that's going to be a tense last round. I'm paired against Paul, which I was happy to, because we both wanted to try out the matchup. So it was a good occasion to try it in a tournament. You normally list this as Paul's list. So yeah, you see it's an MSU shooty Dwarven list. Don't need to go too much into details, but yeah, we come up to a taste which feels 2 years ago. 2025 was more around combat list for Dwarven. But before that, Paul has been for years an adept of those shooty MSU Dwarven list. And you see the amount of scoring is crazy, so he has a lot of scoring. He's playing Organ Gun, Flame Cannon as War Machine, not too effective against me because both are flaming, so that's good news, except against my levies. Then Double Vengeance Sinker is playing a bit of magic. We have the Anvil, we have also a Tan, and we have another Engineer who has also some runes. And then the rest is basically units, so we have 2 times miners, 2 times 20 Rangers with throwing weapon, are crazy cheap. 15 Forge Warden, 15 Deep Watch, 2 times 10, 3 times 10 Grey Bard, all of them throwing weapon, and 20 Clan Warrior. So a lot of bodies on the table. We play all the center on Refuse Flank. I think Refuse Flank was a good table for my opponent because he has room to spread out all his units. Yeah, I think on the primary side of the primary objective, I think he has a little advantage because of the number of scoring units. I have a very strong Bastion in the matchup who is going to be hard to remove for him, let's be honest. But that being said, he can really overload the map and float the center with all his scoring units. And I think he will have an advantage on that. Secondary objective, I won the roll for side and was defender. I got this time take 3 banners, which is doable. And he got, I think, he needed to kill one of my Lugos that he selected. Pass to victory. Yeah, Infernal Dwarves, I think for me, definitely range damage. Will do a bunch, especially shooting more than magic. Solid position, take the center with the Bastion. For my opponent, Overwhelm ID with superior resources will be the main goal. Also shooting, obviously, throwing weapon, the keyword here, and take the map. Starting is an advantage, something that I put here, misjudge. I misjudged definitely that point. I took defender and he was able to drop to start first turn. And I misjudge, you will see the speed that he's getting with this turn 1. So I think here the correct call on the macro level would have been to start. Estimation, I felt quite neutral about the matchup. You see the map? Yeah, I cut it that way. I think there is no clear advantage on the map. But I think, like I said, getting turn 1 is going to be something quite interesting for my opponent here. So he's going to go with the double Rangers in Scout, and they've also Vanguard, so Scout Vanguard, really strong. Then we have the little character with double breast weapon, and then I will go from left to right. We have Vengeance Seeker, we have Greybeard, we have the 20 Warrior, we have the Flame Cannon, Anvil in the back with the Engineer. In the middle are Deep Watch, then we have here the Organ Gun, Second Seeker, Greybeard, Flame Warden, another Greybeard, and that's it. The 2 miners in ambush, obviously. Maybe the little point I was surprised with was the relative lack of scoring in the center. I think he hasn't so many scoring around the center. We see here infantry, 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 but that's not that much, not that obvious. So he's not really floating the center. He's spread up pretty wide, but that could be something I could exploit. Okay, my counter deployment, yeah, obviously I want the Bastion in the center to be strong. I need to close the weak flank, so I place a unit of Lugar and I can use the hill to get the hard cover, which was pretty interesting. Place also Chariot in a position that I could charge around, and charge something would be pushing here too much, and then I can cover up for the minus. My 2 War Machine, Nafta and Rocket around the middle can also be protected from this Chariot. Then obviously, since the War Machine with Flaming Shot are here, I went far away, put the levies far away from his shooting, and we have here the bull that could play around. The last thing of my deployment, which is I think the mistake that I made, the rest of the deployment is pretty decent. This unit of Lugar is too exposed. Sorry, excuse me. This unit of Lugar in the middle is too exposed. I wanted something to close that gap, obviously, to protect my War Machine, but I think the Lugars would have been much better off behind the wall to be in hard cover and then be able to activate forward. Obviously, I also wanted on all the ground here to bring Lugars, Bastion Lugars as my main scorer to push for the center. So that was also a reason behind that. But you will see I will underestimate a little bit his damage output with the throwing weapons, strength 3. He has so much of them, and it's going to high roll a little bit early on, and that unit of Lugar will come pretty quick ineffective. His turn 1, I don't know why that's staying. Yeah, I need to remove that, definitely. Okay, no, it's fine. So we have that's the end of this deployment. Vanguard, his turn 1. So yeah, he's pushing here with a lot of scoring unit, as you can see. Pushing those guys to shoot here, and he's able to, with his little guy, I underestimate that as well, to chaff me and breast weapon me. It's flaming, so I have a 3-up ward save, but still. And he starts to move a bit around with Seeker. The other Seeker as well moves south. So you see here starting to make a concentration of unit trying to push here towards my Lugar and Chariot. Magic Phase, going to get our target distracting on the Rangers. Flame Cannon kill 2 Lugars. Throwing Weapon will kill 7 Lugars. I think all could shoot except 4, but yeah, he did a lot. And Organ Gun, despite my 3-up ward save against fire, is going to kill 6 Lugars. So, whoa, that's a heavy price. I know my position is not great, but that's a heavy price. I mean, 3-up ward save, 6 Lugar killed from Organ Gun in light cover because of this unit here. Wow, didn't expect that. So definitely high roll here for my opponent, which is bad news. My turn 1, I charged the chaff with the 5 remaining Lugars, got a charge, a rank and a banner. Not that much, but still I should win that combat. Position myself with the Bastion to be in front and look at everything. I stay in cover, prepare myself for the minus, so the Chariot looking backwards. The Bull also on top, starting to move here, but still looking backwards to cover the position, and here as well covering that one. Magic Phase, I get Pyro Flow into the Rangers, which will do 0 wounds. Fireball Dispel, and the other one also Dispelled, so got nothing for magic here. Shooting, I kill 1 wound of the Seeker, 3 wounds on the Warrior with the Nafta. I think it was a mistake from Paul to be in range. Bastion will kill 4 wounds of the Rangers, which is not that much. And Rocket Battery will do 2 wounds to the Organ Gun. I was in range. Close combat, we do nothing to each other. I win by 3, he sticks on 6. So I need to make a reform to avoid the flank charge of his scouting unit. After the overrun, which I did, so he charged here into the combat, will overrun into the front of my Bastion, which will allow him to stick me, which is good. It allows him to push here 5 units into my flank. He gets the 2 minus enter the field. This one will come here to have a charge, an easy charge onto my war machine, which leaves me with a 5 swift ride, so either I make it or I need to move the war machine. This one will throwing weapon into my bull. The little guy pushed forward to be in cover, I cannot shoot him anymore. And the rest, yeah, I told you about the south push. A Magic Phase, you get distracting into the close combat, despite the magical resistance. I dispel -1 to wound, and throwing weapon, he managed to do 2 wounds to my bull, which was pretty good. Organ Gun will do nothing on the Bastion, obviously. And the close combat, yeah, he break me, auto catch me, overrun. The little guy go next to the Bastion, end up somewhere here, and the big unit into the front of my Bastion. My turn. Okay, I need to figure out solution because now we are stuck and I don't want the Deep Watch coming to my flank. So what I do, I also did the fly magic to push with the Deep Watch. I went with the Lugars to chaff the Deep Watch. So basically he could charge me Deep Watch and Rangers, but I'm not too afraid. I still have strength 6 Lugars, should do some good work. I position the Chariot in a counter charge. I'm not chaffable, so that's nice. Up top, I bring the bull back into safety position and I look forward. The Chariot made the 5 swifts, which is good news. I should take a first banner. The second one for the secondary should be those guys, so looking good. Expecting potentially to break the Rangers. I could potentially pursue them or turn around, most likely turn around and just shoot, but that would be starting to remove some scoring, so that would look nice for me, definitely. So we will see how that goes. In the Magic Phase, I got Dragon Roar into the combat. He's under a flaming token, so that's good news. Rocket Battery will kill his little character next to me. What else? And I will do 7 wounds to the minus. He will do 1. I needed to overrun on 4+ to try to hit the board edge here and to reform and then go that way. That was my idea, but I will not make it, so I will end up somewhere here, which is the worst case. Should have just turned around. I think that was a bit gimmick for nothing. And the other close combat, I do 4 wounds, he do 3, he loses by 3, and he sticks on -3, so on 6, not rollable. So good, again, 2 times 6 non-rollable makes, so pretty nice until now. He's turn 3, charge me with his Deep Watch. We're still in combat with Rangers, so he positioned the warrior behind for me to avoid to overrun anywhere. Pushes here with both the Seeker and the Minus as well. He goes into the field to avoid to get cover, but that will be also an opportunity for my bull, obviously. And then he just pushes me with so many units. So we have Greybeard here pushing to the flank, preparing for a flank charge. We have the Lone Seeker pushing, and if he makes a fly move, he can chaff me. We have the Greybeard pushing, we have the Rangers pushing, we have also these guys pushing, so everybody pushing here on the flank. But not that many guys around the middle, which was for me the good news. Magic Face is going to get our target distracting. My priority was to dispel the fly move, and I'm also going to dispel a -1 to wound. So he's distracting into the combat, all good. Nothing particular to mention in the shooting. The close combat, yeah, we're both going to roll a bit above average. He was winning by 2 on the static, meaning I lost by 1. I have 8 rollable, which I make. Yeah, on average, he should do 3 wounds. I should do 3 wounds, which is a tie, and then he win by 2. I divide by 2, 8 rollable. So 8 rerollable. What was supposed to happen? Sorry. So basically, I make the check, which was very important because if not, he could overrun to the flank of the Bastion, and then I think I lose the game. So it was really important here because I didn't break him last turn with Bastion. I had no chance to reform to avoid that. So yeah, very good for me. And the other combat, I killed some here. He ended up fleeing, being decimated, and I didn't pursue. I just turned around to be able to shoot multiple units, but I didn't want to engage against the warrior because I wouldn't do that much. Then do I pursue? Don't I pursue? What do I do after that? If he sticks and flank to charge me, it's too dangerous, so I want to shoot with the Bastion. That's the strength of the Bastion. My turn 3. Time for the counter charge. So the bull charges, and I saw definitely an opportunity. I don't know if you saw the opportunity I got here. Basically, by charging with in the flank, there is 10 deep watch staying. I'm thinking about overrunning this direction with both. And the only one that could see me, barely see me, was this little guy that could see the chariot. I can position the chariot all the way up, and that would be pretty nice for me afterwards. So that was my idea. The rest I start to push with the levies. I don't care too much now about the flaming shooting. I need to make them active and threaten the flank. I charge with the bull into the minus because the seeker is looking that way, so I just move a bit back with archers. The bull will try to deal with the minus. I have stand and shoot makes 1 wound, so I have 2 wounds left. And I bring back the chariot from the corner here forward. Magic Face, I'm going to get Pyro Flow, kill 3 Greybeard. I'll try to target the small unit here, basically, to remove him to score the center. Then Fireball will do nothing, he dispel Dragon Roar. Naphtha Thrower will kill 4 warriors thanks to the token, but not that much. Bastion will kill 3 more Greybeard. Rocket Battery, I will do 2 wounds to his Seeker guy here and make him -1 in the movement, which will make the future charge on 5+, which is a good news. And the bull will make it the combat 4 wounds. He will do nothing to me, but he sticks because he has a rank. The other combat, I make 7 wounds. He did nothing to me. He was on Snake Eyes. He didn't make it, so I can overrun here and catch the Deep Guard. So everything looking pretty fine for me. So we are like that. He's turn 4. He moves a bit with the Flame Warden. He attempted the charge on 5+, but didn't make it, which was quite important. That being said, he had only 1 wound left, so I could still kill him with the chariot, but it's much better for me, obviously, on the static combat result. Here, just coming from chaff me. Those guys, he think the center is probably going to be lost in the 2 turns, so he just tried to go to hunt my levies and war machines to take points. And reposition the Seeker to look at my bull if I get stuck. In Magic Face, he's going to try to fly move. I dispel, nothing crazy. get some shots, kill some wounds into my levies. He's not going to make. He fails the 2-up Nafta thrower into my levies, which was good for me. Close combat, I get rid of the miner this time. They got decimated and flee. And the other close combat here as well, I broke them. I didn't pursue with the chariot, just pursue with the Lugars, get into the Flame Warden because my chariot could have a flank charge into the Flame Warden. So that was really nice for me. My turn 4, I flank charge into the Flame Warden and you see the succession, then my Lugars will be able to pursue that way. So that looks really sexy for me. I charge here, he makes the third check, obviously. I chaff the warrior with my levies. I bring back the bull and the chariot to basically, if he kills the levies, I want to be able to charge him with a single model or counter charge. And I bring those guys to, I couldn't shoot I think because of hard target and stuff, but still ready to look at him. Nothing else. Magic phase. I'm going to get what? Yeah, I think I attempted here a flank charge on 5+, which I didn't make. But I had a flank charge on his little guy, and I felt 4 ranks, a banner, a charge, and a flank is huge. So it could pretty much be down to the combat resolution. So I attempt that, but I failed on 5+. I get Dragon Row into the combat. Rocket Battery failed to do anything on the organ gun on 5+. I think on the organ gun. That's about it. Did some shooting. Close combat. I killed those 4 guys. I elected to turn around to trap those guys, but I think it was not needed. I had enough models looking at him. Was not really needed. Should have continued to move forward. Either overrun or just turn around to threaten the war machine for the next turn. So it was not necessary. Here I broke him, overrun with both. So that was perfect. There we go. He's turn 5. He charged into that combat. Nothing else crazy because I got rid of most of the stuff. Places Seeker to threaten me. That's about it. I dispelled 2 times the flying move. He got -1 to wound into the close combat. The combat south, I'm going to do some wounds, 7 wounds to 3, but he sticks this time. And this one I have a check on 7 rollable, which I don't make, I flee, but I end up just on the board here and he doesn't catch me. So I'm going to be able to get him last turn. I charge with bull plus chariot and I'm going to rally the little levies. Here I'm going to get some shots and yeah, he needed the flying move to contest the primary, but I'm going to win it already on turn 5. Basically, but like I said, should have been looking the other way around with the Bastion. Was a stupid reform. And on my last turn, I know I'm going to kill both Seekers. I'm going to kill that as well. So he hasn't much left on the table. And I'm also killing those guys. With the Lugars that way, really they clean completely the flank. I mean, Lugars and Chariots kill so many stuff. Ended up taking 3,080 points to 460 for Paul. I took all the ground. We both make the secondary, which makes it a 19-1. Okay, post-game analysis. Yeah, I think, generally speaking, misjudged the importance of turn 1. Bad deployment of the Lugar. Was a bit surprised by the Rangers and yeah, by the Rangers, basically, and characters. So Lugars need to be in cover. Yeah, the Bastion stack didn't start well with the Bastion stack. The Lugars gone, so turn 1 and 2 wasn't so good. But after that, I was able to recover. We had the key combat, definitely, with Lugars against Deepwatch. And after Ice Stick, I was able to forward that into multiple combat. And I think my opponent made some small mistake, like the Chariot able to charge in the flank was after his movement. Stuff like that could have done otherwise to stop me from just getting one combat after the other and just cleaning all that flank. Chariot delivered definitely, and obviously the Vassal not so useful against flaming shooting, but yeah, very tense battle, very interesting, where I was able to come up from a not so good position early on, and then I was able to really counter push, counter attack, and yeah, made great use of the combo of Chariot and Lugar on the right flank, definitely here. Regarding the round, so in 119, my friend Dim 120, and Max didn't go well against Xavier. We knew this matchup was a bit more complicated, but we got 2 big wins, 1 big loss, 41-19, which was enough for us to be on the second spot of the podium. So really nice ending from the tournament for us. An interesting matchup. I think you should have liked probably those last couple of battle reports, because we got out of 5 games, 4 games that were very engaged with opponent trying to come at me. I like the list pretty much. I think I have a bit more range damage, which encourage even more my opponent to come towards me. for the games, which makes then a very good battle report, very interesting to analyze. Made some mistake on the way, but was able to learn. I like most of the list. Will consider potentially adjustments, other things to try out. But yeah, I like what I can bring on the table, and also the bit more dynamism with the Luger and the Chariot in comparison to the list I was playing last year. So this has been also more refreshing for me to play, because I can produce a bit more also with single model with more mobility, so that's pretty cool. I like the way things are going. Anyway guys, I hope you like this battle report. Talk to you soon on the channel. Take care, goodbye.